Facebook Live. I thought I would just hop on here really quick and share with you something that inspired me this past week and was a reminder of sometimes how the smallest things and in the most unexpected way can share with us a principle or a life lesson. I'm going to tell you something. As soon as I pressed go live just now, I got really nervous. This is really scary jumping on here. And I was thinking, what is that? What's that saying? Eleanor Roosevelt, she said, do something every day that scares you. Well, right now, I think I am good for the year because this is terrifying. But I wanted to share with you something that really inspired me. So Cal brought home his artwork from school last week. And just like every other mom and dad out there, I plastered that up on the refrigerator. It's just something simple. Can you see? I am unique, or maybe it's backwards. It says, unique am I for you. Okay, we got the Yoda version. And his little hand, it's all traced. How sweet, right? Put it up there on the refrigerator. And throughout the week, as I went in and out of the refrigerator, which seemingly was quite a bit, guess I like to eat, make snacks, whatever, cook, I kept seeing his little handprint up there, that little high five. And it soon became a reminder to me of that very popular quote from motivational speaker, I think his name's something, Rohn, okay? It says, we are the average of the five people that we spend the most time with, all right? So I started thinking more about that. And so it says basically the principle is we are influenced by the closest people in our lives, our family and our friends, whether we like it or not. They affect our self-esteem. They affect our perspective on things. They affect the decisions that we make. So naturally, we want to surround ourselves with positive people, supportive people, sometimes like-minded individuals. But you know what? We're also going to get those Debbie Downers, grumpy people, and the ones that you just want to go like this too, right? But the point is, people matter, right? So as I started thinking about this, and in the end, we also want to be aware of helping and inspiring others and consider what else can we bring to others' lives. Shout out to the teachers out there. If you're watching live or the recording, you never know what cute little piece of artwork or homework that you're going to send home with your students that is going to speak directly to the parents, okay? So as the week went on, I started really thinking hard about that little handprint every time I opened up the door, the refrigerator door, and closed it. And those five people and who they represented. So I'm thinking, all right, there's Pinky, okay? So when you're little, how many of you would pinky swear? So it signifies someone that is gonna hold their promise and they're trustworthy. And then there's Ringman. Ringman is committed through good, bad, ugly, and worse, right? They're there. And then there's this one right here that just pees people off. No, it's Tall Man, right? So Tall Man is this person in our life that inspires us to be better and achieve higher. And then there's Pointer. I love Pointer. They're always like, hey, have you thought about doing something that maybe you haven't in a while? This is a quality I see in you, and I think that you would be really good at it. They point out the things that we naturally wouldn't see ourselves quite as quickly, right? And then there's this guy right here. Have you ever tried to hold a glass of water or cut a steak or do anything without Thumbkin in your life? We need this guy, right? So Thumbkin, he's our thumbs up. He is our supporter, our coach, our mentor that says, good job, good effort, and shows up every time. He's that Sarah Blakely mentality that says, what did you fail at today? Good job, keep going, right? So we want to be inspired and we want to be surrounded by positive, smart people, but we also need to make sure to inspire it as well because, and I got to thinking about it, we are one of those five people to one of our friends as well. And we live in this culture where, we think of leaders as being people that lead a whole group, really highly influential, or lead a whole country. But what about little old me or little old you? All of those characteristics, and as many as you think of yourself that mean something for you, are qualities of leadership. So we can have a profound difference in someone's life just by exemplifying one of those characteristics or a different one. Many of them at one time, right? Just one person or one friend at a time. I listened to a podcast this past week and it was absolutely amazing. You can YouTube it, Lollipop Moment. It speaks directly to that. It is so motivational, so inspirational. I won't even try to explain it. Lollipop Moment, it will bless you, I promise. Where there is a leadership quality in all of us. So as I went through my week and I was staring at this little hand up on the refrigerator, stenciled out of my little boy's hand up on the refrigerator, I also realized it's the universal sign for just stop, whoa, no, wait a minute, right? So we don't want to forget about all of those people that are outside of our circle of influence, right? So I love to read. I am just a deep thinker and love to hear people's stories. So I pulled out my In Touch magazine. It's an amazing publication. Get it, read it. It will inspire, motivate, and bless you, I promise. But anyway, there was an article in here, and this is the gist of it. It said, each person in this day or the next, your spouse, your best friend, a complete strange guy, the woman who cuts your deli meat, okay, or your friend that harbors maybe hostility towards something you believe in, your Christian God, you know, they call him the, what did he say, the daddy in the sky? Yes, even those. Each of them are uniquely and fearfully, wonderfully made. And each, as this little hand said, uniquely made. Now for you it says uniquely or unique am I, but it says I am unique. So it really got me thinking. Everyone who we meet will have something to teach us about creativity, our goodness, sin, brokenness, the wanting or thwarting off of God's grace, right? It's not just about those 5 people in our life. It's also about the complete stranger that we don't even know that we're going to run into that day. So this tracing was such a reminder that if we stay open and humble, anyone can make an impact in our life just as much as those 5 people, right? So you never know when it's going to happen, what they're going to say, or a random act that you find someone doing that's going to inspire you. It could even be a simple little tracing of your 2-year-old son's hand that is put up on the refrigerator. So what an awesome reminder. People matter, relationships matter, and it's not just those 5, right? We may be the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with, but we are also one of those 5 for someone else. And it could also be a complete stranger that could have a profound impact on our life. We just have to be open and humble to seeing that, maybe learning something from someone else that has a completely different perspective on something. So let's go into this week mindful of others, the impact that we make on them, and the potential that they have to influence our lives as well. So share this with a teacher that doesn't realize just how priceless they are in our children's life and how it could really transform even the way that their parent thinks. Sometimes something as simple as the tracing of a hand. Share it with a friend that might bless you. If you are watching me live or the recording, I hope you have a most wonderful week. God bless.